Okay, so my mic was glitching until like 3 minutes into the video. I don't know why. I had to like mess with it to fix it. I don't know. I had to restart my PC. Super weird. I fixed it. Um, until 3 minutes, you might hear like a bit of an echo or something weird. So just, just, just watch the video, bro. Just I'm telling you, bro. It's like one of my best videos. It might be like a bad mic, but it's definitely one of my best videos because it's not really 2 minute editing. It's not too much editing. It's just straight up facts. I'm just. Anyways, we'll go watch the video. Okay, guys. So this is gonna be something outside of the game. So, stick along. This is gonna be something that's gonna be changing your sensitivity like every single time. So yeah, I want you to go into mouse settings or search up mouse settings. Then you wanna scroll all the way down. You wanna go to additional mouse settings. Then what you wanna do is go to find it. You wanna go to pointer options, the third one, and you wanna look at the motion. Select a pointer speed, and if this is on, mine's off of course. If this is on, what it does, it changes your sensitivity like every single second. It's super weird. Turn it off. If your sensitivity feels different like every single day, it's probably this. So turn this off, click apply, and yeah, you should be set for the mouse settings. Another tip I can give you, download your mouse's software. You can change your DPI, change your hertz for your mouse. Put the hertz the highest you can because it makes your mouse like respond faster. So that's something you wanna do. Yeah, that's something that outside the game, but I just wanna get that through with you guys because it could be selling your spins, could be selling your baits. So yeah, it will drastically improve your gameplay if you get used to it. But yeah, so what you want to be doing in your keyboard software? I think every keyboard should have a software. Just go on the back of your package of where you bought the keyboard or mouse and look behind it. There should be like a software or something. But this is something that people call a preference, but it's definitely not preference in my opinion. Now the activation point. Why is mine at 0.2? This should be the lowest it can be because it makes it so your keyboard like 7 times faster. So yeah, put it at the lowest. People say it's a preference. It's definitely not preference. If you think I'm moving 2 times speed, it's because I have my lowest activation. So yeah, definitely change that. It's not really something else that's important. So yeah, change that and you should be improving. It should feel way faster. Your gameplay should feel way faster. So yeah, this is more of a technical guide, but yeah, that's like the fundamentals. Because you can get good at the game, but if you have the wrong settings, you're gonna have like a limit on your skill. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna be talking about is hesitating. Hesitating. Like I always do in tournaments. Like pretend you're scared of the opponent or you're like in the moment, if you know what I mean. And pretend you're like worried. Like you know what I mean, right? If you played a tournament before, you get stressed, like you get a little scared, your heart beats faster, you get sweaty, you know what I mean? But like in them situations, you don't notice it, but you play so much more different. And the way I learned that is if you watch my videos, and if you watch, I might have a video of me just playing, but you can see a difference that I play completely different in game than I do in tournaments. Nobody plays the same in tournaments. It's always like a different version because everyone's terrified. You could be fighting, and especially if you fight somebody who's like has pods, it's like 7 times more worse. So what you want to do, just try to play normally in tournaments. Don't get scared. Don't hesitate. If you hesitate, like you keep on doing this, keep on moving back and forward, not attacking, not doing anything. It shows that you're kind of worried or you're pretty scared. To the opponent, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, he's hesitating. It's gonna be way easier to fight him. If you're pressuring, if you're doing stuff like baits or keeping the press on him, you should be pretty easy to beat him. So don't hesitate in fights. I know it's a Kyo guide, but I'm trying to make it a lot more for everybody, because the last one is pretty much the same. I will give you one like Kyo tip specifically for Kyo, but like I just want to make this like a tip for everybody so everyone can improve, because I want the skill level to improve in this game. The competitive skill is way worse than before, and I want to bring that back up. So do that. Don't hesitate, and you should see improvements in your tournament fights, because I know that like I play like 2 times worse in tournaments, but just because everyone else is like 7 times worse, that's why I keep on podding. Because I somewhat drink water, or go wash your face with cold water. Try to keep yourself cold. When you call a timeout, just go to the bathroom, wash your face, or lock in. If you know what I mean? Because it's things outside of the game which are gonna make you improve. So that's another tip. I'm gonna give you one more Kyo tip, and that's the end of the video. Okay, another thing I wanted to add, like if you're losing, right? Don't put your mind out the game. You can still come back. If it's like 7-4, you can still come back somehow. I've done it before. I've done it like 7 or like 8-4. I made a comeback. It's definitely possible. Now another trick I wanted you to do: if you're losing really bad, call a timeout. There's nothing bad about calling a timeout. It's just a good thing to do to just refresh your mind, or like move the momentum to the other way, like switch the momentum. Because if you get the first 3 points, then momentum is on their side. That's why I say if you lose 3 points, just time out. Just try to stop the game early as possible. Because not in timeouts. Please do not time out. No, please do not time out in warm-ups, bro. Don't do that because it wastes time. But in tournament fights, when you're losing like 3-0, 4-0, call a timeout as early as possible. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the best tip you're ever gonna hear. Probably best tip you're ever gonna hear on Kyo. The one thing I want you to do, if you're fighting a counter-offensive style, any counter-offensive style, you know like what you're thinking in your head? Like, you know, mind games when you fight Gojo or something? Like, in that situation when you find a counter-offensive, use your Q kick. If you're fighting somebody who's incredibly good, somebody who's played for a really long time, you know what they would think? If they're predicting on high ping, or they're reacting, try to do the complete opposite of what you're thinking. That might sound completely weird, but sometimes I can read what the opponent's about to do. That's called being predictable. And being predictable with a counter-offense is like a death wish. So, what I want you to do, if you'll find a counter-offense after this guide on Kyo, think the complete opposite of what you're thinking. Because the counter-offensive would think, like, oh yeah, he's gonna do this. But if you do the complete opposite of what you're thinking, most likely you are gonna get that point. So, that's the biggest tip I'm gonna give you. Any counter-offense, anytime you fight counter, that's the main way that I beat counter-offenses. It's a pretty big tip. Probably gonna make me lose a few matches, but it's completely fine. Because I need the comp to get better in the game, so I can improve. Because when I played in TSD meta, I was improving so fast, but now I just improve like so little. Because everyone I fight is just lower skill. Like, I'm not being disrespectful to the new gens. I'm not being disrespectful to the SP's insurance. But you are not skilled as somebody as 5 months ago who's podding. It's just not the same. I just know it's not the same. I'm not gonna point them out, but you probably know who you are if you're listening. Somebody who's been podding quite a bit on SP, uses SP in a pretty dirty way. It's pretty annoying how they use it. And what I did, because he did something, or he's like beefing with one of my friends, I went on the game, I did not even open the game that whole day, I don't think. I came on the game, I grabbed SB, told them to 1v1, and I beat them 9-7 in both our servers. Now, if that does not prove style carrying is real, I know what else does. Shorin is pretty much the same thing. So, I just want to point out, game devs, get rid of Shorin, get rid of SB, and buff every style in the game. That's the recommendation. If you do that, the game will return how it used to be. Or, the one thing I could do, if you want to do this, revert every single style back to TST meta. Revert every style back. And I'm telling you, the game will get so many more players back to playing. The Taekwondo TST meta was so fun and so like hard for Kyo, which it made you like need to improve, which made me a better player. So bring that all back, and I guarantee you the game will become fun again.